On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Abdomen.
The part of the body between the chest and pelvis that contains the stomach, intestines, liver, pancreas, and other organs, the posterior part of an insect's body, typically divided into segments.
Examples:
Abdomen pain, insect abdomen. The weightlifter used his strong abdomen muscles to lift the heavy barbell.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound, hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Aramid.
Relating to a type of strong, heat-resistant synthetic fiber that is used in the production of protective clothing, bulletproof vests, and other high-strength materials.
Examples:
Aramid composites, aramid gloves. The aramid fibers used in constructing the bulletproof vest provided excellent protection.
Beetle.
An insect having a hard shell-like back covering its wings.
Examples:
Beetle browse, a beetle larva. In ancient civilizations, the scarab beetle was worshipped as a sacred creature.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Mimicry.
The act or skill of copying the sounds or behavior of a particular person or animal, often to make people laugh.
Examples:
Vocal mimicry, floral mimicry. Some insects use mimicry to avoid detection by predators.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Wasteful.
Characterized by excessive or unnecessary use or consumption, using resources or materials inefficiently or inappropriately, resulting in unnecessary waste or expense.
Examples:
Wasteful practices, wasteful habits. Buying new clothes every week is a wasteful use of money and resources.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Quarry.
A place where a stone or other materials are extracted from the ground, an animal or a person that is the target of hunting.
Examples:
Quarry operation, quarry site. The hunter tracked down his quarry in the woods.
Pollen.
A fine powder substance consisting of microscopic grains produced by plants that facilitate their reproductive process through the process of pollination.
Examples:
Pollen allergy symptoms. High pollen count. My allergies flare up during pollen season, making it difficult to breathe.
Radiology.
The branch of medicine that uses medical imaging technologies such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasound to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries.
Examples:
Interventional radiology, diagnostic radiology. The patient underwent a radiology scan to diagnose their medical condition.
Devise.
To come up with an idea, plan, theory, etc., using your intelligence or imagination.
Examples:
Devise a plan. Devise a literary plot. They had to devise a system that did not depend on fossil fuels.
Hexagon.
A six-sided polygon with 6 angles and 6 sides of equal length.
Examples:
Hexagon head bolt. Hexagon pattern. The honeycomb structure of a beehive is made up of hexagons.
Pentagon.
A flat geometric shape with 5 straight sides and 5 angles, a building in Washington, D.C., that houses the U.S. Department of Defense and is the headquarters of the U.S. military.
Examples:
Equilateral pentagon. Pentagon building. The shape of the building is a distinctive 5-sided pentagon.
Weld.
To join 2 or more pieces of metal together by heating their edges until they melt and fuse.
Examples:
Weld a team of such people. Weld 2 broken pipes. He learned how to weld metal in his high school shop class.
Inflate.
To fill something with air or gas so that it becomes bigger and rounder.
Examples:
Inflate a tire. Inflate expense reports. She inflated the balloons for the party.
Glaze.
To cover or coat with a thin layer of film, particularly a shiny or glossy layer, such as a layer of protective material on ceramics or a top coat of paint on a surface, to apply a thin, glossy coating to food, often using a sauce or syrup.
Examples:
Glaze a window. Glaze over eyes. The baker used a brush to glaze the donuts with a sweet, shiny coating.
Superstructure.
The part of a structure or building that is built on top of the foundation or base, A framework or system that is built on top of something else and supports or enhances it.
Examples:
Superstructure design. Wooden superstructure. The bridge's superstructure was carefully constructed to withstand high winds and heavy traffic.
Lily.
A flowering plant with large, showy, trumpet-shaped flowers, typically symbolizing purity, innocence, and beauty.
Examples:
Lily perfume. Water lily. The beautiful lily garden in the park was a sight to behold.
Abalone.
A type of marine mollusk or sea snail that is highly valued for its meat and attractive, iridescent shell, which is often used for decorative or jewelry-making purposes.
Examples:
The abalone divers. Abalone meat. She was wearing a beautiful necklace made from an abalone shell.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Caviar.
The eggs of sturgeon or other large fish, considered a delicacy and used especially in appetizers.
Examples:
Salmon caviar. Caviar farm. The menu at the fancy restaurant featured a selection of caviar from around the world.
Graham.
A type of flour made from whole wheat that has had the bran and germ removed and is often used to make crackers or cookies. A cracker made with this type of flour.
Examples:
Graham bread. Graham flour. I enjoyed my camping trip with friends, toasting marshmallows over a glowing graham cracker.
Shred.
To tear or cut something into a small pieces. Noun, a tiny or scarcely detectable amount.
Examples:
Shred paper into little pieces. Shred lettuce for a salad. There is not a shred of evidence that he is guilty.
Equestrian.
Relating to or involving horses or horse riding.
Examples:
Equestrian sport. An equestrian statue. The equestrian event was one of the highlights of the competition.
Compost.
A mixture of organic matter, such as food scraps, yard waste, and manure, that is allowed to decompose and is used as fertilizer for plants and garden soil.
Examples:
Organic compost. Compost pile. You can add coffee grounds and crushed eggshells to your compost to improve the pH balance.
Sturgeon.
A large, bony fish with a long, pointed snout and scaleless skin found in the northern hemisphere.
Examples:
Sturgeon fish. Sturgeon caviar. Sturgeon meat is considered a delicacy in many countries around the world.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Quirk.
A peculiar behavior, habit, or characteristic that is distinctive to an individual or group.
Examples:
Personality quirk. A quirk of fate. One of her quirks is that she always wears mismatched socks.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Anaerobic.
Living or occurring in the absence of oxygen, relating to or involving a process that does not require oxygen.
Examples:
Anaerobic atmosphere. Anaerobic exercise. Anaerobic bacteria thrive in environments without oxygen, such as a sealed landfill.
Biodegrade.
To decay naturally by microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi.
Examples:
Biodegrade by the microorganism. Bioplastic designed to biodegrade. The company's plastic products are easily biodegrade thanks to a unique manufacturing process.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples:
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Roundabout.
A circuitous or indirect route or path, a traffic circle or rotary used to regulate the flow of traffic.
Examples:
Roundabout junction. Traffic roundabout. Because of the road closure, we had to take a roundabout route to reach the destination.
Eyesore.
Something unpleasant, unattractive, or offensive to look at, often because it is neglected, run down, or out of place.
Examples:
Environmental eyesore. Eyesore landscape. The construction site was an eyesore that disrupted the peacefulness of the area.
Reconnect.
To connect again after a break or interruption.
Examples:
Reconnect a telephone. Reconnect with family. After a long period of estrangement, they reconnected with each other.
Cedar.
A type of fragrant, evergreen tree that is known for its reddish-brown wood and its use in furniture, building materials, and as an ornamental plant.
Examples:
Cedar wood. Cedar bark. Tall cedar trees surrounded the cabin in the woods.
Cypress.
A tall, conical-shaped evergreen tree with small, needle-like leaves and small cones, often used in landscaping and as ornamental trees.
Examples:
Cypress swamp. Cypress wood. The cypress trees provide a picturesque backdrop for the lake.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
Benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Converse.
To talk informally.
Examples:
Converse with an acquaintance. Ask a converse question. She enjoyed the opportunity to converse with a person who spoke her language.
Exacerbate.
To make a situation, problem, or feeling worse.
Examples:
Exacerbate the situation. Exacerbate symptoms. The heat wave exacerbated the drought conditions.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Scarcity.
The state of being in short supply, a small and inadequate amount.
Examples:
Fuel scarcity. Scarcity of capital. Some research says that a relative decline in teacher salaries is causing labor scarcity.
Done.
Having a dull brownish gray color, often used to describe the color of certain animals, such as a dun horse. Verb, to repeatedly and insistently demand payment of a debt or money owed.
Examples:
Dun horse. Dun him for the unpaid bills. The spider was camouflaged on the dun-colored rock, waiting for its next prey.
Matte.
Having a surface without a shine, luster, non-glossy.
Examples:
Matte coating. Photo with a matte finish. The body of his car has a matte finish.
Radiate.
To spread out or emit something, such as light or heat, in all directions.
Examples:
Radiate an aura. Radiate in all directions. Roads radiate from the famous building in the center of the city.
Droplet.
A small drop of liquid.
Examples:
Droplet size. Droplet formation. A single droplet of water can reflect the entire world upside down.
Sunrise.
The time in the morning when the sun first appears in the sky.
Examples:
Beautiful sunrise. High technology sunrise industries. I got up early to watch the sunrise at the summit.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Hydrophilic.
Having a strong affinity or attraction to water, capable of absorbing or dissolving in water.
Examples:
Hydrophilic polymers. Hydrophilic properties. The hydrophilic material easily absorbs and retains water.
Waxy.
Having a texture or appearance that is similar to wax, smooth and shiny, resistant to water or other liquids.
Examples:
Waxy texture. Waxy buildup. The waxy coating on the apple made it difficult to wash.
Repel.
To force an attack or attacker to withdraw or retreat.
Examples:
Repel bandits. Repel bad luck. This material can repel moisture swiftly.
Spherical.
Having the shape of a sphere, round, spherical, or ball-shaped in appearance.
Examples:
Spherical shape. Spherical object. The Earth is a nearly spherical planet.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Seawater.
Water from the sea or ocean, typically containing salt and various other dissolved minerals.
Examples:
Seawater pollution, seawater bacteria. The desalination plant turned seawater into drinking water through a complex process.
Arid.
Lacking in moisture or rainfall, dry and barren, lacking in interest, life, or vitality.
Examples:
Arid terrain, semi-arid zone. The desert is known for its arid climate and lack of rainfall.
Evaporate.
To turn a liquid into a gas, to become less intense and disappear gradually.
Examples:
Evaporate the water. Evaporate almost overnight. The sun will evaporate the mist.
Trickle.
To flow or drip slowly and in small amounts, to happen or occur gradually or in small quantities.
Examples:
Trickle down my cheek. Trickle from his eyes. Water was beginning to trickle into the basement after the heavy rain.
Humid.
Having a high amount of moisture or water vapor in the air, damp, muggy.
Examples:
Humid climate. Uncomfortably humid. The air was so humid that my clothes felt damp.
Condense.
To reduce the volume or size of something, often by removing water or other liquid, to make something shorter, more concise, or more concentrated.
Examples:
Condense the text. Condense water vapor. I need to condense all of my notes into a manageable summary for my presentation.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Blot.
To soak up a liquid by using a piece of cloth, paper, etc., to make a spot or spots onto paper.
Examples:
Blot my eyes. Blot anything out of existence. She tried to blot out the unpleasant memory with alcohol.
Barren.
Unable to produce or sustain growth, lacking fertility, unproductive, lacking interest, excitement, or creativity, empty or desolate.
Examples:
Barren wasteland. Barren desert. The desert is known for its barren terrain with no sign of vegetation.
Symbiotic.
Involving two varieties of animal or plant, each of which supplies the conditions for the other to exist.
Examples:
symbiotic economy, symbiotic bacteria. We have a mutually symbiotic connection with them.
Intractable.
Difficult to manage or control, stubborn or obstinate.
Examples:
intractable pain, intractable situation. The intractable problem defied a solution.
Synergy.
The interaction of elements that, when combined, produce a total effect that is greater than the sum of the individual elements.
Examples:
synergy collaboration, synergy between businesses. The new software program was designed to increase productivity by promoting employee synergy.
Mineralize.
To convert or incorporate minerals into something, such as water, soil, or organic matter. To transform organic materials into a mineral form, often through natural processes.
Examples:
mineralize bones, mineralize toxins in the soil. The new soil treatment will help mineralize the nutrients, making them more accessible to the plants.
Underutilized.
Not used as much as is possible or necessary.
Examples:
underutilized resources, underutilized space. The factory has been underutilized for years and requires renovation.
Crystallize.
To form crystals from a liquid or solution, to become clear or definite in form or structure, to solidify.
Examples:
crystallize a concept, crystallize into reality. As the sugar water cools, it will slowly crystallize into rock candy.
Carbonate.
A carbonic acid salt or ester that contains the anion CO3.
Examples:
sodium carbonate, alkaline carbonate. The explosive chemical reaction does not occur in all sodium carbonate.
Encrust.
To cover or coat something with a crust, equals hard outer layer, often as a result of an accumulation of materials over time.
Examples:
encrust coral reef, encrust the rim of the glass. The jeweler encrusted the crown with a variety of precious stones.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together, to make something take up less space.
Examples:
compress the chest, compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them. To add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
fertilize the soil, fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Lithium.
A soft, silvery white metal that is highly reactive and used in batteries, alloy production, and medications for bipolar disorder.
Examples:
Lithium carbonate, lithium mining. Lithium-ion batteries are commonly used in laptops, smartphones, and electric vehicles.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War, Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Salinity.
The presence or amount of salt in a substance, especially in water or soil, the measure of the concentration of dissolved salts in a liquid.
Examples:
Marine salinity, salinity intrusion. The salinity levels in the ocean have been increasing due to climate change.
Brine.
A strong solution of salt water used for preserving food, especially meat or fish, saline water found in salt mines or evaporated from seawater.
Examples:
Brine solution, brine shrimp. The recipe called for a teaspoon of brine to add flavor.
Desalination.
The process of removing salt, especially from seawater.
Examples:
Shut down a desalination plant. Water desalination. He worked on improving the equipment using the freeze desalination method.
Flotilla.
A fleet or group of boats or small vessels typically used for military, naval, or recreational purposes.
Examples:
Small flotilla, naval flotilla. The flotilla of boats sailed together in perfect formation for the maritime parade.
Carpenter.
A woodworker whose job is to make or repair wooden objects.
Examples:
A short carpenter nail. An apprentice carpenter. Carpenter bees are boring holes into the wall.
Ablaze.
On fire, burning brightly.
Examples:
Sky ablaze with stars. Ablaze with passion. The building was ablaze with fire.